offense for Junction City.
You showed me when they did the over 107 yards on 1.5. You're probably going to go 39 maybe. Yep.
No. They have a total.
We are back live here at War Memorial Stadium. Halftime just finishing up here at the Class 2A state championship game. Junction City with a 21-0 lead over the Hazen Hornets. Dylan, go ahead and give us some of those offensive statistics for both teams.
Right now, Holyfield is 7 for 3 for 64 yards and a touchdown, along with 34 yards. Jacques Dancy, 12 attempts for 48 yards. Kind of surprising. They're keeping him in check pretty well today. And he also has a touchdown and also had a punt return earlier in this game. Jamario Bell has 1 catch for 8 yards, and Evans has 2 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown.
And yeah, so like you said, they're keeping Dancy at bay so far as statistically, but you see he's got a 15-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 14. He scored on. Then he had a 67-yard punt return. So Junction City it's really different to call a game like this because, you know, despite the numbers not being just as high as they usually are, they're still finding ways to get it done, and they have a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, another thing I look at is they've only had 107 yards in this half. That is a season low for the Dragons.
When you look at the defensive side of the football for Junction City, holding Hazen to 24 yards of total offense.
That's incredible.
On 24 plays.
That defense is doing their job.
Yes, they are. They have definitely showed up tonight. Some leading tacklers for the Dragons. 7 unassisted tackles and 1 assist. Number 4, Josh Armstrong with 8. He's also registered 2 tackles for a loss. Taylor Mason pitching in with 5 tackles. Matthew Freeman adding 4 stops. And Keandre Evans with 3 tackles as well. And for the Hornets, Lucas Tennyson, 6 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for a loss. Timothy Mosby, 5 tackles, and also a tackle for a loss. Khalid Mills, he's got 3 tackles, a tackle and a half for a loss, and Josh Harrison has 2 tackles and a tackle for a loss. So a bunch of tackles for a loss on the old stat column right there for the Hornets. So you can just by that you can tell they're keying on number 3, but Junction City's finding other ways to get it done.
Yes, they are. You also got to look at how the Hazen offense is having a hard time getting things going. They're having a lot of miscommunications, running backs running into each other, and lots of penalties.
Despite the 107 total, yards for Junction City, throughout this year we've probably seen 107 yards on 2 drives for the Dragons.
Yes,
but one stat that sticks out to me is 4th down conversions. Junction City 2 of 2, and when you look at those 4th down conversions, the first one come on a 40-yard pass from Holyfield to Bell, but when you really look at it, it was a 7-yard completion on a botched punt snap that they just magic out of a hat. They'll rabbit out of the hat right there.
That has to be one of the most insane plays I've ever seen in my life, and that should be on SportsCenter tomorrow morning.
Yes, it should. And then the other 4th down conversion for Junction City, they had it 4th and 14 from the Hazen 15, 4 wide, quad set. Shoot, let's just give it to Dancy.
Hand it off.
And he strolls into the end zone.
As soon as they handed it off, I'm not gonna lie, I had my hands up like, what are you doing? And I just see him go right across the goal line.
I don't think anybody touched him on that touchdown carry. So despite the yards, Junction City with a 21-0 lead as we're under a minute and a half until the start of the second half. Union Kennel and Farm Supply, Eldorado Chemical, the title sponsor, Junction City Pharmacy, Southern T-Shirt Company, McDonald's Grocery, Legacy Neurosurgery, First Financial Bank, STI Sims, Three Creeks Baptist Church, Farm Bureau, Mr. Ricky Wood, Great Lakes Solutions, Moosop, Max Tree Service, and Mayor Preston Rogers and the town of Junction City, Louisiana, all making it possible for us to sit up here in the ever so comfortable Orville Henry press box and send Dragon football to the masses.
And that's a nice press box.
Yes, it is.
It's a great view.
There's been some legends call some games in this press box right here. Some legends, I'm telling you. You know what? 2 more legends just joined the ranks tonight with me and you. Allegedly. So under 30 seconds until kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. The officials having a meeting out here at the AAA logo.
The Dragons up 21-0. What do they need to continue to do to come out with this win?
Well, it's worked out in their favor. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. I mean, they really just need to, whether it's a long offensive drive that results in a touchdown or one of the old old two bangers and they just get in the end zone really quick. They need to score on this drive, go up 4 scores, and then continue to allow that defense just to pound away.
I'll tell you what, they hold them 24 yards right here. Give the ring to Junction City because it's over.
Trenton Mosby set to tee it off from his 40. Going to kick it from right to left. Evans at his 20 awaiting the corner kick, but Dancy back deep at his 12-yard line. And Mosby's kick's going to go to Dancy. He's going to have to run this ball down. Takes it at the 13. Makes one man miss. Stays on his feet. Oh, my goodness.
Dancy's showing some athleticism
That's
right there. Jumping, turning left, evading the tackle. That was crazy.
Good gracious alive. 7-yard return, but just one very athletic move from number 3, Jacquees Dancy.
That was almost a Wayne Pumphrey Holy Moses moment.
I almost dropped one right there as we got another legend sitting up here with us tonight. So Junction City, first drive to start the third quarter. Ball's on the 25-yard line. They're going to be moving from left to right. 11:55 to play here in the third quarter. Holyfield in the gun. He's got a trips bunch formation to his left, but a penalty flag will stop play.
I'm not sure if they had 7 people on line of scrimmage. It's kind of a weird looking. Oh, I was wrong.
It's going to be a false start, so two of the Dragons trying to get going a little early. But as you were saying, that is an odd formation. Trips bunch to the left, and then there's a far receiver on the opposite side of the bunch formation. So, additionally, it's really just a quads formation, just looked at it in a different way.
Coach Carpenter tried to draw something up tricky.
And they'll go back to it. Trips bunch, and Rogers out wide to the left, but they'll give it to Dancy. He'll stiff arm one guy, and he'll be spun around and dropped at the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 15. And again, the Hazen Hornets keying on number 3.
The Hornets are swarming to the ball carrier there. Great job by them.
11:39 to play. And we have a stoppage in place. Going to be a timeout. Junction City is going to call a timeout 21 seconds into the second half. And Coach Carpenter not liking what he's seeing from the Junction City Dragons so far.
The Hazen defense is doing their job, forcing Junction City to have 2nd and long, 3rd and longs, and that's the key to stop this prolific offense.
And I tell you what, take away that 4th down conversion on the punt and take away the punt return for a touchdown, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Yes, it is.
And
give Hazen their credit. They're playing well today. They just need to get their offense going, and they can make it a game here late.
Yes, they are. Stop right here, a quick score, and, we have us a ball game here in War Memorial Stadium. 21-0, 11:39 to play here in the start of the third quarter. Junction City, this time they're going to work out of the same formation. This time it's set to the right. Rogers the lone receiver, and he's got a wide receiver's trip bunch to his left. Holyfield to work out of the gun. Dancy to his left. And so the play clock starts. Takes the snap, handoff. Dancy going to work right guard. Hit immediately. He'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. That was
Donovan Gurley coming up big with that tackle. That's a big boy right there.
Yes, it is. Making the stop. 6'1", 320 pounds, and every bit of it was on Jacquees Dancy right there.
That's a whole lot of beef coming at you.
Yes, it is. 11:20, clock's rolling. Junction City, after the 4-yard pickup, it'll be 3rd down and 11. Both teams, big play for both teams right here. Ball on the 24-yard line. Twins to either side. Going to be a quick pass. That's Rogers. He's across the 25. Shifts back across to the middle of the field. Carries a man. And he'll move up to the 31-yard line, but he'll be 4 yards short of the first down. And it's going to be a 4th down for the Dragons.
Khalid Mills might have saved the first down for the Hazen defense, because if he broke that tackle, he was going a long ways.
Yes, he was. Junction City balanced it out that time. Twins formation on either side. And Holyfield hooked up with Rogers for the first time tonight. 4th down and 4. Nearing the 10:30 mark of the third quarter. Holyfield at his 11. Nice snap. It's going to be a pretty good punt. And it's going to be taken at the 40 of the Hornets. Going to work right side, and that's Devontae Smith wrapping up the ball carrier immediately. And that was Logan Penn, the speedster. They say he's got a 4.4 speed, and Smith was matching him step for step.
Yes, that was a pretty good return for him. And if he wouldn't have got it, they could have rolled down to the goal line. So great job by him with catching it and trying to get what he could.
That's one of them ones you field and get what you can get. You're not expecting to make a big gain, but you don't want that ball to keep rolling. 10-18, the Hornets set to start their first drive of the second half, facing a 3-touchdown deficit. Ball on the 46-yard line of Hazen. Williams going to work out of the pistol. Mosby set behind him, Penn to his right. Handoff goes to Penn, and he will gain 2 yards. They may give him 3 before he's brought down. That was Taylor Mason, the first Dragon, on the stop.
The Hornets need to continue to get the ball to Penn. Picking up 3-4 yards is so much better than being down second and 15, third and 15.
And that's something that really plagued the Hornets earlier in the game. Penalties and then just miscommunication on handoffs.
Take it in small chunks, get what you get.
That's it. 2nd down and 7, 9:49, clock rolling here in the Grand Old Lady. Williams in the pistol. And that's going to be offsides on Junction City.
The whole track and defensive line was offsides on that one.
You're going to have to penalize all of them on that one.
Hazen quarterback kind of mix up his cadence right now. Maybe they're keying on his cadence.
And so just like that, one offensive play and a penalty, and Hazen's in Junction City Dragon territory with a 2nd down and 2 yards coming.
The last time they were down here, they couldn't really finish their drive. They came up short. Let's see if they can do it here.
They're really going to need to finish this one. Single receiver to each side for the Hornets. They're going to work out of a heavy formation to the right. Williams, handoff, Penn. He's going to work over right tackle. Lowers his head, picks up the 1st down and a couple of more as he makes his way down to the Dragon 40-yard line.
And they just need to keep giving it to Penn. It's their workhorse. If he goes, their offense goes.
Another 1st down for the Hornets. Under the 9.5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. War Memorial Stadium, Little Rock, Arkansas. State title on the line. Williams to work out of the gun. Penn set to his right. Going to run the read option. He'll give it to Penn. And Penn's met at the line of scrimmage. And I believe that's going to be a generous spot right there.
Yes, a generous spot indeed.
They're giving him about 1.5 yards.
I didn't think he got anything. The defensive line for the Dragons making it tough for Penn to get anything.
And so they'll give him 1.5 yards, we'll say 2. So 2nd down and 8 coming for the Hornets. Ball on the 38-yard line. Trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. 8:41, clock rolling. Again, heavy formation set to the right. Williams in the gun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to just sling one up right sideline, and he throws that one out of bounds. That was intended for number 33. That was Chase Van Houten. And that pass falls incomplete, so
give that incompletion credit for Blake McClellan. He came in there almost getting the sack, forcing the bad pass to the outside.
Yeah, Williams saw McClellan. McClellan flashed early, and Williams had to let that one fly.
And he gave Tennyson a big shot. Now he knows that he's coming next time.
So 3rd down and 8 after the incompletion. Hazen hurrying to the line of scrimmage. Ball on their 38-yard line. Split back shotgun. And Coach Besson-Kahn running down to the official to try to get the timeout. And he got there in time. So timeout called by the Hornets with 8:31 to go. Here in the 3rd quarter, Junction City 21, Hazen 0, but the Hornets are driving.
This is going to be a big play for the Hornets. Right now they're 1 for 7 on 3rd down tonight, and that's really killing them. If they can get this 1st down and continue this drive, it'll be big for them.
And I'd be interesting to see the 3rd down and how much it was to go on those other drives, because you know they've had 3rd and 15s, 3rd and 17s, 3rd and 8s. It's kind of hard to get your offense going when you're faced with that drive after drive after drive. And again, here we see them with a 3rd down and 8.
They starting to find their groove. They're getting in one right now.
So after the timeout, 8:31 to play, 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 8 again for the Hazen Hornets. Ball on the 38-yard line. 2 timeouts remaining for each team. And Hazen breaks the huddle. And this time it'll be Tennyson out of the shotgun, split back formation. Receivers to each side. 3rd down and 8. And that's going to be a false start. Dragons are pointing at Hornets. Hornets pointing back at Dragons.
I think it's going to be on the Hornets.
And that's going to be offsides on Junction City.
I thought I saw some linemen jump first. So offensive linemen jump first.
And so for the second time this drive, an offsides penalty keeps things going for the Hornets. This time shortening down the 3rd down. 5 yards will make it a 3rd and 3. Move the ball down to the 33 with 8:31 to play in the 3rd quarter. War Memorial Stadium, beautiful night for some football.
Yes, it is.
Last game of the Arkansas high school football season for 2014. Hurrying to the line, Tennyson in the gun, split back formation. Takes the snap, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately. That's number 55, Blake McClellan. He's made several plays on this drive.
Yeah, he's really coming along on this drive. First was getting in the quarterback's face, and now making catching the running back from behind and bringing him down before he gets the 1st down.
So on the read option play, Tennyson loses a yard, courtesy of McClellan. And we're nearing the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Hazen, no choice but to go for it here. 4th down and 4.
Big play.
Again, Tennyson work out of the split back shotgun. Mosby to one side. And they'll hand it to Mosby. He'll work left side. Nowhere going. That's Akeem Gibson getting in there and making the play, forcing Trenton Mosby left, and he finally run into some sideline. And the Dragons will take over on downs.
Gibson getting off his blocker there out on the receiver and coming and making an outstanding form tackle to get the Dragons back the ball.
Yes, it was. That's a young man who's been just biding his time all night, covering his guys, doing what he has to do. And when Junction City needed him most, makes a big play. So Dragons will take over. Ball on their own 34-yard line. 7:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Junction City moving left to right. Twins to the bottom of the formation. Devontae Smith, the single receiver to the top. They'll give it to Dancy. He'll work over left tackle, and he'll be wrapped up, but he'll continue to move his feet as he gets up around midfield. They'll mark him down at the 48.
Dancy following his big tight end Bell, who opened up a nice hole for him to run and pick up a nice 1st down.
And the left side of that Dragon offensive line opened up a bunch of green grass right there. 7:35 clock rolling. After the Dancy carry, Junction City 1st down and 10 from the 48. Twins to the top of the formation. They'll hand off to Dancy, but he'll work to the bottom side. That's the right side. He breaks off 2 tackles. He's going to hit the Dragon sideline. He's got a couple of men to beat. He stays on his feet, dives for the pylon, and they're going to mark him down at the 1 yard, the half.
Are you kidding me?
Holy cow.
I'm speechless right now. He threw that ball down the right sideline, and he had about 4 or 5 tacklers on him, and he somehow got free and fell to the pylon.
He kept his feet. We got the replay board here in War Memorial. Let's take a look at this. He kept his feet. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 guys should have had him down inside the 30 or post 35.
I counted 6 broken tackles.
And that's a touchdown.
That should be a touchdown.
Nonetheless, Junction City to work from the half-yard line. Holyfield in the shotgun takes the snap. And flags on the play, so it was a double twins formation. Holyfield working out of the shotgun, went up under center and took the quarterback sneak, but flags on the play. And that's going to be, I believe, he signaled to the Hornets. So the ball was at the half-yard line. Let's move it to the 1/4 yard line and continue play. Under 7 minutes. Dragon fans booing. They wanted number 3 to get one more score, and I believe they robbed him of one.
I think they should hand it off to Dancy here and give him his touchdown.
Again, double twins formation. Holyfield under center. He's going to plow ahead, falls down, but he gets in. Touchdown, Junction City. Randall Holyfield from 1/4 yard out. And Junction City increasing that lead to 27-0 with an extra point coming. And with that carry, that got the Dragons down inside the 1 yard line. Jacquees Dancy becomes only the 2nd running back in Junction City Dragon history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a season.
He's running himself to the MVP of this game.
He sure is, especially after that big run.
I've seen a lot of good high school running backs, but he has to be on the top and one of the best.
Can't argue with you there. Snaps back. Hold is down, and Holyfield punches it through. So with a timeout on the field, 6:41 to play in the third quarter, Junction City gets the touchdown they needed, and it's 28-0 Dragons over the Hornets. And so far, Junction City continued to show the dominance on the offensive side of the football.
Yes, I did. Just give it to your main man, Dance, and he'll give you some points.
And so Junction City, after kind of stalling there on the first drive of the third quarter, they'll big time drive right there to punch it in. That was Holyfield from a yard out. And Dylan, go ahead and give us the official scoring drive.
That was a quick one. Another quick Dragon scoring drive. 3 plays, 68 yards, and only took 1 minute and 5 seconds.
1 minute and 5 seconds.
It took Dancy 3 seconds to get that goal line.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So Junction City get back to old form, not taking them very long to move the old pigskin down the field. 6:41 to play, third quarter. Dragons 28, Hornets 0. Holyfield set to tee it off from his 40. Tennyson standing at his 23-yard line awaiting the corner kick. And waiting for the officials to start play. There's the whistle. And it's going to be a short corner kick, and it'll go out of bounds at the 31, so they'll give it to him at the 35, and only about 4 yards lost right there on the kickoff out of bounds.
And that's the second time that's happened, but it really doesn't affect them because they're getting the ball just, 5 yards farther up than where it went out of bounds.
So 6:41 to play, third quarter. Junction City used 1 minute and 5 seconds to get down the field for their first points of the second half.
Down by 28, I would like to see what kind of offense they come out in. They're going to keep giving it to Penn, or they're going to air it out a little more.
So Williams to work out of the pistol. Penn behind him, Mosby to his left, single receiver to each side. Takes the snap, play action fake's going to roll right. He's got some running room. He's going to throw back across his body. He's got a man. He's across midfield down to the 45-yard line. Flags on the play. That's Kalen Mills, the first time he's getting involved tonight. And that's a big pickup, but there are flags on the play.
I think it's going to be a block in the back. They kind of pushed down the DB for Junction City, and his back was turned towards him. Hey, I was right.
There you go, man. That's kind of typical of how it's went tonight for the Hazen Hornets. A big offensive play, and it's negated on a penalty.
Would you say punters know football?
Punters do know football, and deep snappers are combine people too.
Just once again, Hazen shooting themselves from the foot. They have something good going, then just like that, it gets brought back.
6.5, clock rolling. Remaining to play here in the third quarter. War Memorial Stadium. This time the Hornets going to use 3 receivers to the right of the formation, single to the left. Williams in the pistol. He's going to roll right. He fires. He's got a man. Pass is complete over the 50-yard line down to the 48. That's number 33, Chase Van Houten, on the reception. So despite the penalty, Hazen gets back most of that and picks up a first down to move the ball.
Hazen finding some success through the air right here. Let's see if they continue to do it.
Have to get into the end zone quickly. Under 6 minutes to go. Junction City with a 28-0 advantage. And this time the Hornets will go back to the pistol. Williams, this time he's going to roll left. Throws across his body. He's got a man. That's Mosby across the 40. Down to the 36-yard line, so Hazen starting to get something going with the old sprint out pass.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, kind of showing run first and sprinting out and having his crossing receivers come wide open over the middle.
Trying to get those playmakers in space. Kind of wondering, where that's been,
yeah,
so to speak, especially at this point in the ball game. Nearing the 5.5-minute mark. Ball sits on the 36-yard line of Junction City. The Hornets again driving here with a first down and 10, moving right to left. Trips formation to the right. Williams takes the snap, sprints right. He's going to tuck and have to keep it. He makes one guy miss, moves down across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And a pickup of 7, so the Hornets moving the football.
Williams is more known for his passing ability, but he made a play with his feet right there, and now coming up with a 2nd and short, which is key for this offense, because they've been like all game long, 3rd and long, 4th and long.
And that's really critical, especially when you run the sprint out pass. Still gives the quarterback the option to run. So this time, twins formations to each side of the formation for the Hornets. Williams to work out of the pistol, Penn behind him. Mills in motion. This time they're going to hand it to Penn, and he's met immediately. That's Jamarquez Owens. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm thinking a couple of years ago. That's
Singleton.
Marquez Singleton. I'm sorry, I got my linemen mixed up.
Different lineman.
My numbers are running together, and I'm having flashbacks, and I want to be down there on the field playing, but I
don't blame you.
I just can't help myself. Excuse me, that was Mr. Marquez Singleton, the senior defensive tackle, making several big plays tonight. 4:15, the clock rolls. 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 31 of Junction City. Big 3rd down for the Hornets to work out of the pistol. Williams, play action fakes to both backs. Throws incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Van Houten again, but that pass just out of his reach. 4th down.
Quantez Brown trying to jump the route and try to pick it off and go for 6. He was close. If that pass was on the mark, it was going for a touchdown for Junction City.
No doubt, a little more air into that one, and old Quantez is going to take that one to the house. And luckily the stadium's got seats in the end zone. He might have run on back down to Junction. 3:58 to play, 3rd quarter. 28-0. Junction City on top of Hazen. They're going to go for it here on 4th down and 5 from their 31. Twins to each side of the formation. Williams drops back, fires, incomplete, just out of the hands of number 6, Javante Rogers. You don't talk about green grass. Mr. Rogers might would have housed that one had he been able to hold on.
Javante Roberts is absolutely killing himself right now. He had an easy pick, and that could have been a touchdown.
Oh, man, he's going to look at that one on film and think, man, what if?
Could have had a pick 6 in the state championship.
There it was. So after the 4th down attempt fails, Junction City takes over on downs, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. 3:53 to play, 3rd quarter. Junction City looking to add to their lead, up 28-0. Twins to the left of Holyfield. Dancy sits to his left as well. He'll hound it to him, work right. Dancy crossed the 32, but he's met immediately. That's big number 74, Donovan Gurley once again.
320-pound guy is having a hard time tackling Dancy. That just shows you the strength he has.
Yeah, Dancy.
He took him for a little ride there.
He got a yard, and he was still fighting for more and just basically just drove him to the Dragon sidelines. 3rd quarter moving by very quickly. 3 minutes and 18 seconds and counting. Junction City up 28-0. Breaks the huddle, going to work with twins to the bottom of the formation. Devontae Smith, the single receiver to the left. Handoff, Dancy works over right guard. Is going to change direction, move back right. And he'll move across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. So Junction City, despite Hazen's plan to key on number 3, they keep giving it to him. And the workhorse keeps making more money.
Dancy once again stopped in the backfield, looked like he was about to get nothing, somehow powers through 4 or 5 people and get a nice little gain.
Yes, he does. 3rd down and 4 for Junction City. The Dragons break the huddle. Evans and Rogers to the right. Smith to the left. Dancy set to the right of Holyfield, who's in the gun. It's going to be a direct snap, this time to Dancy. Plows ahead, and they may give him the 40-yard line. The 1st down is the 41.
Might be a yard short, yep.
And they're going to be a yard short, so it's going to be 4th down and 1 yard. You have to think Junction City is going to go for it right here.
Yes, 3 plays, 3 Dancy rushes, so let's make it 4.
And so Junction City making some personnel changes. They may be going to punt. That's exactly what they're going to do. Going to punt it away as we near the 2-minute mark. And never mind. Holyfield. Holyfield just making some changes at the line, but he's going to drop back and punt. Standing at his 25-yard line. Another high snap. Flags down. Holyfield gets the punt away. Nice punt.
Real good punt.
Punts it across the field, and Evans down the first one down there, and he's going to let it roll as it moves across the 31 down to the 30-yard line. So we'll wait and see with these flags, one down on each side of the field. Going to be an illegal formation on the Dragons. It's probably going to not be enough men on the line of scrimmage. And we'll wait to see what Coach Bessicon's choice is, if he'll have a re-kick. I imagine he will, because that was a pretty
good punt.
So about a 34-yard punt that kind of just flipped hashes. They'll back it up 5. It'll be 4th down and 6. Now Holyfield standing at his 20-yard line.
See Dancy down here. It's the outback. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to him.
Penn and Engel back deep for the Hornets. Holyfield gets it off. More of a line drive kick this time. Ball's muffed. This time it's going to be picked up by Engel. He's going to work right hash. Big hit. He lost the football. That's Blake McClellan on the recovery. And he's going to be finally wrapped up and brought down at midfield. What a change of, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what word I'm trying to use here. Holy cow.
Just when you thought you seen it all.
Holyfield just gets the punt off from it being blocked. Penn muffs the punt. His dual returner, Drake Engel, the junior wide receiver, picked it up. And he got hammered hard, picked up in the air, lost the football. Johnny on the spot, Mr. Blake McClellan picks it up. And that young man said, I don't think about falling on this one. I'm trying to get a little more. And so he tried to get something out of it. But nonetheless, Junction City, 1st down and 10 on the Hazen 49. Twins to each side. And whistles blowing the play dead once again. Coach Bessincon having a word.
Talk about a crazy play. There's just so much going on. Fumble, muff punt, big hits.
And you said it before the game started. Just when you think you've seen it all in the game of football, something happens and you're like, man, I've never seen that before.
That's football.
Wow, what a great game. 1 minute, 24 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Junction City leading 28-0 over the 14-0 champions of the 6-2A, the Hazen Hornets. So I believe the stoppage in play was due to an injury. Junction City will take over 1st and 10. Ball at the 49. Holyfield, he's pressured immediately. He's working his way left. He wants a receiver. Ball was hit.
Another flag. Looks like it's in the area of holding.
And so Holyfield worked left. I believe the ball was tipped as he released it out of his hands, and it was kind of a wobbler to Bell, who almost come up with the catch. And it will be a holding on the Dragons. So Junction City is starting to.
And this is going to be their 8th penalty.
Couple of mental errors so far for Junction City tonight. But nonetheless, they have it 1st down and 10. And they'll spot it after the penalty at their own 41-yard line.
So far tonight, 8 penalties, 56 yards. And they're still up 28-0. So they're just doing a great job all around.
Yes, they are. Holyfield to work out of the gun. 1st and 20, Dancy to his right. Takes the snap. He's got plenty of time. Then he's pressured. He's going to throw up an absolute prayer. And that's Evans who gets under it. He's going to make his way across the left side of the field. He's going to work to the pylon. He's got a man to beat across the 5. Pushed out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Randall Holyfield, it looks like he has enough time. Then he flashes of white jerseys, hangs it up. There's Evans.
Holyfield throws a prayer up, and I thought it was about to be intercepted, but Evans comes out of nowhere, takes it out of the air, runs across the field down the left sideline, and almost scores.
Wow.
56 yards.
Wow. Holyfield to Evans, 56 yards, and it's 1st down and goal for the Dragons at the 3. And Junction City's going to call a timeout. It may be to let old Evans catch his breath. Wow.
Oxygen tank after that one.
Gum.
That's just a senior making plays.
Yes, it is. We've seen that happen all night tonight. Holyfield, I mean, he had to get rid of it. He takes a sack. It's 2nd down, and as the great Carter Bryant likes to say, second down in Jerusalem. And so he hangs one up there hoping for the best, and there was Evans. Wow.
I don't know if you watched Holyfield after he threw that ball. He was just like he'd been there before he threw it, been down and pulled his sock up, and Evans is almost in the end zone.
Drawn it down to the field. We got a first and goal. So Junction City talking it over, and they'll have it at the 3-yard line. That was Lucas Tennyson running Evans out of bounds. He had to come from the far side of the field, so Tennyson, he was hoofing it himself to try to knock Evans out before he could get to the pylon, and Junction City will have it first and goal from the 3. 1 minute, 2 seconds to play, third quarter. Little Rock, Arkansas.
I believe if they score here, the mercy rule will be in effect.
Yes, it will.
And they've had a mercy rule every game of their playoffs so far.
Holyfield under center. He's going to work out of the eye. Hands to Dancy. Over right guard. He's hit immediately. He's going to lose, I believe, about a yard. So Junction City gets in the I formation. Twin set left. Gives it to Dancy, and the Hornets not fooled one bit.
5'8", 180-pound Trenton Mosby getting in on the tackle.
Great Lakes Solutions, Moose Sop, Max Tree Service, Legacy Neurosurgery, Mayor Preston Rogers in the town of Junction City, Louisiana. And right now the Dragons have it second down and goal from the 3, and they're trying to head into old Louisiana, heading south. Looking for that touchdown to give them the mercy rule. Twins to the right, Holyfield to work out of the gun, Dancy set to the right as well. Takes a snap, that's Bell. Touchdown Junction City.
Wow.
Oh my, quick pass.
Just a quick pass over the middle.
And flags are late flags, but Bell finds the end zone. Holyfield to Bell, 3 yards. And the officials just kind of standing around. And I believe that's what I thought it was going to be, an unsportsmanlike conduct. Jamario made a great catch, and I believe he wanted to let a young man know that it was a pretty good catch as well.
Bell showing great hands on the play.
That was
takes it away from the defender. I almost picked it off as well.
Yes, he did. I mean, Holyfield put that ball in between 2 individuals. I mean, blanket coverage, and Holyfield just lasered it in there from 3 yards out.
And that's just 2 seniors having confidence in each other, knowing that he has his back, you have his back.
That's it. And Bell, a little upset about kind of being hit a little late in the end zone. Understand his frustrations. And with that extra point, it is good. With timeout on the field, 15 seconds to play in the third quarter, and Junction City has invoked the all-familiar mercy rule. 35-0, the Dragons lead it over the Hazen Hornets here in the Class 2A state championship game, live from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Dylan, it wouldn't be a Dragon Sports Network broadcast of Junction City Dragon football if we weren't talking about another young man breaking a school record. Jamario Bell with that 3-yard touchdown reception, courtesy of fellow senior Randall Holyfield. He becomes the school's all-time leader in touchdown receptions. Congratulations to Mr. Bell.
And we're talking about receptions right now. Evans has 3 catches for 112 yards. Great day for that young man.
Yes, it is. A lot of that coming after the catch, too. Holyfield, he slung it down there to get Junction in that position, and then he darted another 25 yards to put it inside the 5.
Holyfield pretty efficient on the day, 6 for 10, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns with a long of 56.
And he's also punched one in with it from his feet. So Holyfield, another corner kick from his 40, and that one, he got his foot into that one. That one's going to go out of bounds at the 36. And so that's where the Hornets will have it.
The Dragons, no turnovers.
When 2 teams with 2 really good offenses meet together, it's going to play a role. And so far, the Dragons protecting it, something we've seen them not be able to do in early drives throughout their past couple of playoff games, turning it over, especially last week. First play from scrimmage, pick 6, but it didn't faze the Dragons. 15 seconds to play. Third quarter. Hazen to have it. At midfield, working right to left, down 35-0. Game clock rolling. This may be the last play if they decide to run one of the third quarter, and they will not. And so the Hazen Hornets will take it to the fourth quarter. And with a timeout on the field, Junction City 35, the Hornets 0. We're going to take a 10-second break for station identification. You're listening to Junction City Dragon football on the Dragon Sports Network.